Hello again, Hot Wheelers. So this is an interesting story. I don't have prior to this, I don't have an Acura NSX of the latest generation because I really didn't have much interest in it. But I was talking to my brother the other day and he said he test drove this thing and he said it had neck snapping acceleration. And the dealer didn't warn him about it or anything like that because my brother has a Porsche, and so he just thought it would be a surprise to my brother, and it was. My brother was quite surprised. And the reason why is this thing makes up to 600 horsepower with the combined motors. There's a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 in the back, but then there's an electric motor attached to that, and then there's two more motors in each front wheel. So that's a lot of horsepower getting through, or basically 150 horsepower per tire or something like that. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a complete equal breakdown. But there's also a 9-speed dual clutch automatic going on as well, so it's pretty easy to drive, I suppose, for something with 600 horsepower. So anyways, that's what made me buy this, because just that story my brother told me. And, you know, I know there's nicer brands making nicer models of this, like much nicer models, but again, for a car that I'm not particularly interested in, it's hard to beat mainline Hot Wheels. So a couple of other stats I found about this thing is the NSX is now called New Sports Experience. I'm not really even sure what the original NSX, what that acronym stood for, if it was an acronym at all. I'm not sure. And I never really knew that this new car is made in Ohio. It was actually designed and engineered in Marysville, Ohio, and under Chief Engineer Ted Klaus. So that's interesting to know. And then it's got a space frame design, and then there's a lot of aluminum paneling and just a lot of lightweight and innovative materials in its use. So the next thing I want to know is this thing to scale? It's I don't know. We're gonna find out. But I know that this thing is published to be 4470 millimeters in length. So let's take the calipers out. And let's see if we got 69.5-ish. Well, what do you know? It's in the 64 scalar range, so that's pretty good. So maybe I'll never will buy a nice NSX, because I'm gonna make my own wheels here. And I guess I'm gonna have to look up, you know, what wheels I like that are actually on the original car instead of just designing my own. So anyways, let's take a better look at the details of this casting, and I'll have to decide if I want to upgrade to a different brand or just keep this thing. So I don't really care about the wheels. They are nice, but I hate these exposed axles, so I'm gonna do my own. You know, this thing has pretty nice panel gaps compared to some other Hot Wheels. Pretty tight, actually. And the red is doing a good job covering up the edges. So that's really good. So now I'm wondering, how old is this thing? Wow, this is actually pretty old, 2015. And yet, it is really tight panel gaps. Maybe it's just the paint filling it in. Might be an optical illusion, but it looks nice. And then the finish. This is another nice thing. You know, as far as Hot Wheels goes, this is a pretty nice finish. It's not 100% perfect back here, but it's nicer than some of the old Kyoshos I have. Anyways, molded engine details there, interior details. This roof is a separate black, although it's not perfectly painted there. We got the Acura logo there, although it seems really huge. It's a little off center as well. And then these vents, you know, I think a little black paint would be nice to have there. It's got some molded in wiper blades, but no paint. And the headlights, yeah, not bad. They look like a bunch of LEDs like on the real car, and then the turn signals, so that's pretty good. We got some depth to the grill, and there's a texture back there. Grilled texture right here. So this is actually a really nice front end. Okay. Let's see about the back. So yeah, the Acura logo again. It's a little off center, but it's alright. And the taillights is kind of hard to tell red on red, but it is a red taillight, and there's a little silver in the middle too, so that seems alright. Well, texture here above the diffuser. And again, a really deep vent here in the back. Unfortunately, a little extra metal is left over there. So yeah, the diffuser pan, so I gotta say, this is really nice. I'm quite impressed. the depth of the windshield coming back here on this buttress. Interesting. And then the, no side windows, which is great, so you can see the interior. Let's see. It's not bad for Hot Wheels. At least the steering wheel isn't perfectly flat. Well, that was close. It's pretty close to flat. Okay, well anyways, not bad. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to look up some different wheels, and maybe I'm probably just gonna go with factory wheels. I'll see which ones I like. So, we'll be back. Okay, and here we are with some wheels. I'm calling these the Arc 7s because there's 7 sweeping arcs overlapping each other. If you look, this one arc here, it curves underneath those 3 other spokes. And so there's 7 of them, but it looks like there's a lot more. And then there's a perimeter of bolts as well. There is a brake system in there, although it's so far back I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe you can see part of it. And it also does spin with the wheels, so that's unfortunate. But anyways, I think it's alright. I think it looks like a modern design, much like the NSX itself. I didn't actually do anything else to this thing. I see nowhere I could improve upon it, so I didn't bother. What is this thing? Dust. Okay. Anyways, I think this car would be great to take on like a mountain drive, perhaps Mulholland Drive or something like that. So here's a little image of that. Or I'm not sure where that photo's from, to be honest with you, but it looks like it's in California. Possibly Colorado. I guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, so before I had no interest in this vehicle, but my brother's story got me into it, and I gotta say, this is a pretty nice casting from Hot Wheels, so pretty impressed for the price, really. So I appreciate you guys watching again, and I'll see you in the next video.